Good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad everyone joined us. With this inclement weather out there, I was hesitant, whether or not anybody was going to show up, but you guys must love to cook. So, it's great having you. Okay, today we're going to do sauteed pork chops, okay, with sauteed peaches and white wine. Okay? Now, what I did, anytime I do pork, okay, I like to wash it, because if you ever picked up pork, okay, chops and stuff, there's a slime on it. Yeah. And you don't want to get trichinosis, okay? So I wash everything, especially the pork, okay, to get the slime off, okay? Now, what I did, this is boneless pork, okay, chops, okay, which is great because you don't have to fuss with the bone, okay? What we're going to do is this here, okay, these are fairly thin, okay? They do not have to cook that long, okay? So what we're going to do, on these usually you'll cook them maybe a couple of minutes on each side, but that's only the thicker ones. This, what we're going to do, these are perfect. What we're going to do with these first is we're going to salt and pepper these. Okay, we're going to salt and pepper them up on both sides. On both sides we're going to do this. Okay, like so. Okay, we're going to get some more salt. Okay, like so. And we're going to do a little bit more pepper on there, and we're going to do them on both sides. So we're going to set them on this tray here. Okay, like so. Okay, and we'll get these a little bit more, like so, and on the other side, like so. Okay, and we'll just put them on top of one another. Okay, like so, and then we're going to do some more on here, and a little bit more pepper on there, and salt here. Okay, we're going to basically salt and pepper them all right now. Okay, like that, and like so, just like that, like that. And okay, let's get these going here too. A little bit more here, and a little bit more here. Okay, so basically we have our chopped salt and peppered. Okay. Okay. Like so. Okay, now what we're going to do is get our pan smoking here, okay? Now, what I have here is olive oil. Okay, we're going to put our olive oil in a pan, like so. Okay? And with this, you have to move it around a little bit. You want that pan coated all the way around. All the way around, like so. The rest of that's good olive oil.
Yeah, the price is going up.
Yeah, tell me about it. God. Okay, like so. Okay, wait for that pan to heat up a little bit, which it's almost there. Okay. And now what we're going to do, set this on this side here. I'll get that up there a little bit more. Just give it another minute, and we'll get going on that. Okay, like so.
Pepe, I noticed that those chops are really lean.
They are very lean.
Do you cut it down, or?
Actually, no, they came that way. Normally, if there's a lot of fat around it, I would trim it.
Okay.
Okay, I would leave maybe
Quarter inch?
yeah, if that much, okay? You don't want too much fat because it produces too much oil, okay? Because you're starting off with oil to begin with.
Right.
Okay?
Where did you find those?
I'm sorry?
The chops, where did you find them?
Piggly Wiggly.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna saute these. We're just gonna brown them a little bit, okay, on each side, okay? So. Now while these brown, okay, I have my other ingredients here. I have my shallots, I have my thyme, I have my wine, I have the chicken broth, my peaches, honey, and a pat of butter, okay? Now what the honey does with that near the end, the honey has everything, it makes it the sauce thicker, okay? So, what we'll do here, these don't have to cook long at all, okay? There you go. All we're doing is just browning them. We're browning them on both sides. Okay? Approximately a half a minute to a minute would be perfect. Okay? If you cook them any longer, they get too tough. Okay? Because they're going to be cooking in the sauce also. Just like so. After they're nice and brown, we will put our other ingredients in there. So, let's do these first. Yeah. What that does, we're just going to get a little brown on it. We just want to get them a little bit scorched more or less, okay? And when we get that, now what's happening here? It's leaving a residue on the bottom here, okay? The crunchiness of the pork, okay, as it's cooking. And that's what you're going to make your sauce out of. You're going to scrape that whole bottom out. Then you're going to add your wine, the shallots and everything, okay? And then we could start our sauce with that. When the sauce is done, okay, we put the pork chops back in, okay, and we ladle the sauce and peaches over the top, okay? And it almost marries together, okay? It's a great, great recipe.
Pepe, could you use other fruit like apples or?
You can use apples. Apples go very good with pork. Okay, you could use apples, but what I do with the apples, I saute them a little bit first. Otherwise, they're going to be too hard. Okay, unless you get a soft apple. You can't. If you get a hard apple, you got to cook them a little bit longer. Okay. Now apples work very well with this, but I found I prefer the peaches. The peaches have a much sweeter taste to the pork, add to the pork, okay?
And it gives you more liquid too, right?
I'm sorry?
It gives you more liquid.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Are those canned peaches or fresh peaches?
Actually, we couldn't get fresh peaches because they're really not that good this time of year. We got canned peaches. Now what I did, I got the half peaches, but then I quartered them, and then I quartered them again because we have a lot of pork here. Okay? So, but canned peaches work very well. Only thing with that, you have to drain them well because there's a lot of sugar in there. just about done here. Yeah. But yeah, apples work very well. Now, what I did when I did the apples, I added fresh, what do they call pineapple. I added fresh pineapple to it. Okay, now what I did was I cubed the pineapple small. Okay, because pineapple takes a while to cook down. Okay, that works very well over the peaches, over the apples. Okay, on top of the pork chops. Okay, that is very good also. With this recipe, you could almost use any kind of fruit, any kind of firm fruit. Okay, but fresh peaches are fantastic with this recipe. You know, because the peaches, they produce their own juices. Okay, and it really flavors the pork chops. A couple of more there, and then we could add our other ingredients. While those two are getting brown, I'm going to add my shallots. I'm going to add my shallots here and my seasoning, which is the thyme. Now you could mix, you could do thyme, margarine together, you could even add rosemary to it, okay? You can have a free blend there, which is fantastic. I did that with this one. I added just a little bit more than what the recipe called for, okay? So, we're going to saute our shallots and our dry seasoning. Like so. Okay, so we're gonna swirl this all around here. Okay, and okay, like so. Oh yes, yes, coming out real nice, really nice. Okay. Now, what we're going to do. We're going to add our wine to this. Okay.
Is that what they call deglazing the food?
I'm sorry?
Is that what they call deglazing the food?
Yes, yes. And what it is, we're gonna reduce this a little bit. Okay. Now we're gonna add our peaches to that also. Okay. So, get that one up. All right, there we go. Now we want to reduce this whole thing down. Now you got your peaches and your shallots in here, okay? So we're going to reduce this down a bit. And that'll take maybe a couple of minutes. Okay. Starting to make its own sauce right now. Now that's starting to reduce to about a quarter of the reduction right now. I'm going to add the honey to it now, okay? And the honey is going to thicken it a little bit. Like so. Okay, and we're going to reduce that a little bit more. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our chicken broth. Let that reduce. Let it in a little bit at a time. And let it come to a boil again. Okay? And we're going to reduce this to about a third. What I like to do is I like to add just a wee bit more salt to that. Okay. Right. Now this is reducing itself. As it's reducing, it's making a beautiful, beautiful sauce here. Okay, we're reducing this just a wee bit more. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to lay our pork chops in here. Okay, like so. Okay, just move your stuff to the side and put your pork chops right inside there. Like so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Just like that. Okay. Like so.
Y'all so quiet today. Has anybody got any questions?
Yeah.
When do we?
Yeah.
We need a bubble mirror above the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like those traffic ones. I mean, I could see it. I know, we're imagining.
All those round mirrors that they have, like at the corners, in the hallways and so forth, put that there, so we can watch what it looks like in the back.
Use a spy cam and put a TV on.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how we could. Y'all know if you ever want to watch these, they are on our Lee County Government YouTube channel, as well as we're starting to add them all to our Facebook page. Mm-hmm.
So now what I'm doing is I'm ladling all the peaches and the sauce on top. Okay, so they could cook fairly evenly. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is put this on there, let it simmer a little bit.
Now,
Okay.
when you serve that, you move the sauce off of the pork chops, if I place that on your
I
platter?
put the pork chop down, I put the sauce and the peaches on top of the pork chop.
Okay, but
Okay.
it seems like you don't have enough pork chops versus the sauce.
Oh, there's plenty of pork chops in there. Oh yeah, you have about 15, 20 pork chops in there.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Didn't
oh
realize.
yeah, definitely.
How long
Definitely
do you-
enough. It's gonna accommodate everything.
How long do you need to simmer the pork chops with the sauce?
Approximately maybe a minute, 2 minutes. That's all you need because the chops are very thin,
Right,
so they don't have to cook that much.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, basically what I'm going to do now is
Don't forget to finish that butter.
Pepe, do you need the butter?
I do. That goes right on top. Thank you. Thank you.
Always gotta cook the butter.
The butter is what makes it a little bit creamier. Okay, and that doesn't take much. The butter melts real quick. And then this all gets ladled.
Quality, yeah.
All gets ladled. Oh my God, that looks so good. Oh, gee. I might even have some.
I've heard the motto, never trust a skinny chef.
So.
That's 25 minutes to get all done. Wow.
Yeah, it's not a long meal to prepare. Okay, it goes pretty quick. Okay. Hold this on
There you go. More.
And I'm doing this with my right hand too. Usually I'm a southpaw.
I'm out of water already.
Do this a little bit here. Give it a nice presentation.
Garnish.
That guy's all flat.
That is yours.
Okay.
You're putting on some yeah?
We're gonna make this look nice for you guys. Okay.
You're too kind, Chef. You're too kind.
Is this the biggest room you have to do this in?
What's that, babe?
I'm asking you that.
Oh.
Is this the largest room you have to do this in?
I can never look at it.
Oh, well, we have the grand hall, but you wouldn't be able to see him cook because the kitchen, yeah.
This one. This one.
My father-in-law was a Navy chef.
And basically, that's your meal.
Mm.
Okay?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.